Hi, this is Clint. Welcome to another one of my monthly podcasts. This being the end of August 2024. Say hello to my cat, Trixie, sleeping. We're going to keep this. This is going to be a brief podcast, not too many reviews, not too much news. So, as always, we're going to keep it at well under 10 minutes on TV and film. So, let's get right to it. A brief film review Alien Romulus from Fed Alvarez, who did Don't Breathe. It's a pretty good, scary version of Alien. I would recommend it. It's pretty scary. It's a little graphic. Some of it's pretty clever. It does have a lot of callbacks to previous Alien films, particularly the first Alien film, and I would venture to say that it relies a little too much on the original film for certain situations. I wish that it had a little bit more originality, then it would have been close to a classic. But as it is, it's a very good film. And Kaylee Spaney is the star of the film, and she goes into Ripley mode toward the end of the film. Pretty good. I would recommend this for sure. Now, some news on some upcoming films. We do have Beetlejuice, the sequel to the Tim Burton film from many years back. It finally is getting a sequel, and much of the principal cast is returning for this one. Um, and they're adding some new faces. Uh, Early word is pretty good on this, so fingers crossed on Beetlejuice, which is coming out next week. Paul Thomas Anderson has been working on a secretive film with an all star cast. It does have a title now, Battle of Batkin Cross. So see how that goes. 28 years later has finished filming. It is a second sequel to 28 Days Later, and it reunites Danny Boyle, the original director, with Garland, the screenwriter from the first film, who has gone on to his own classic films. So these two are reuniting for what is hoped to be a beginning of a trilogy for the 28 Days Later franchise. It's got a pretty good cast, including Ray Fiennes, and Cillian Murphy apparently is making a return. So I know I'll be there to watch that film. Jumping into the Marvel Universe, you all heard about the announcement that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be was cast as Doctor Doom of all things. This Iron Man actor is playing Doom. I don't know how they're going to do that, but the next Avengers film, which should be coming out in a couple years, will be called Avengers Doomsday. So Downey will figure very heavily in that film, and that Avengers film will be followed by Avengers Secret Wars, which really caps off everything in the Marvel Universe and then some. There will be callbacks, aplenty of past Marvel characters and variations of past Marvel characters. They will all be wrapped into one, possibly two films in the Secret Wars films. So it could be part one, part two. We'll see how that goes. The Accountant Part 2 with Ben Affleck is finally coming out spring of 2025. James Cameron is bringing his third Avatar film called Avatar Fire and Ash at the end of 2025, and there should be at least one more film after that. Um, there is talk of remaking the classic Universal horror film Creature from the Black Lagoon, so that might come to pass. The animated films of Spider Man uh, Beyond the Spider Verse is delayed for probably 2 more years, which is unfortunate because the first two were so great. The first one was an Oscar winner for Best Animated Feature. Both were great films. This one, you know what? If it takes a little longer, that's okay as long as they make a very good film. And John Wick, the word is that it is going to be made as a fifth film, John Wick 5 with Keanu Reeves, but filming will not start till 2026. So until then, there is a John Wick series called High Table that's coming out in the very near future. Hopefully, it's better than The Continental, which was not a very good series in this universe. And believe it or not, Ted Lasso 4 is coming. And word has it that Jason Sudeikis will reprise his role along with much of the principal cast from the original 3 seasons. Yellowstone in November is going to have its fifth and final season, minus Kevin Costner. I don't know how they're going to do that. They may be setting this up for a follow-up series that may feature Matthew McConaughey. The Last of Us Part 2 uh, will be shown next year. They finished filming that. And beyond that, those are the main newsworthy topics. There should be some more films trickling in next month and beyond in preparation for the awards season. So when they start coming out, I'll start seeing them and I will relay the reviews and impressions to you along with any other movie and TV news that I can see. Until then, everybody, please stay safe.